Hey ladies, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about maintenance. I know it doesn't sound as sexy, it doesn't sound exciting. We want to talk about weight loss, we want to talk about gaining muscle, we want to talk about, I don't know, something. It feels like we need to have a goal at all points in time, and that is part of the problem. So what we're going to be talking about today is why you feel like you're obsessed with having to be in some sort of mode of weight loss or weight gain or I don't know, some sort of dieting thing, or always striving for some sort of change with your body. I've talked about this in the past, but I used to strive for balance, and I thought like, I just need to lose the weight so I can finally get to maintenance. And every single time that I would even get to a point of maintenance, I just felt like I was still striving for something else. Like I was still trying to lose a little bit more. If I could only lose like another little five more pounds, or maybe if I could gain a little bit more muscle, or if only I could just do a little bit more. And when we're so focused on all changes to our body, we stop doing the things around us that we need to do. We stop setting goals outside of the gym, and we stop setting goals outside of the way we look, and it just becomes this like constant cycle where we're never going to be able to get to the higher things that we want in life and focus on things outside of the gym. And I think this comes with priorities. Like if your priority, obviously health is, and it should be, one of your top priorities, but if it comes with not hanging out with friends because you're focused on it, not going out to the restaurant with a buddy or a date or whatever it is because you're so scared of eating the food, or you're just losing your quality of life because you're so focused on your fitness goals or your physique goals or whatever that is, then maybe it's time to just go into maintenance. And it really is scary because you're like, I don't know what maintenance is. I'm afraid I'm going to gain weight. And for some reason, we always think that maintenance means that we're going to just blow up to be a balloon, when no, maintenance is truly maintenance. You're not changing your body at all. I think there are a few reasons why we're always trying to change our body, or why we feel like we need to set this goal. One is because we're not confident about our bodies, we're not comfortable in our current body, and we're always striving for something better. We also think that it means that if we get this, we're going to get maybe happiness, or maybe more accepting, people are going to like us more, or this is the cultural norm because everyone's so skinny in the culture, even though that's not true. It's just that we see this, the marketing and all the, you know, especially with social media now, we see so many women out there, men, whatever it is, that have these great bodies, that have visible abs, and we feel like that's something we need to strive for. The other reason is we're setting things too difficult, and we're having too many extremes. We are focusing on doing very low carb, very low calorie, very low fat. We're excluding tons of foods. We are obsessed with exercise. We're exercising too much. We're doing 2-a-days. We are just doing too much that's not sustainable. So that as soon as we cut that out, and maybe we get to that physique that we want, or we get the abs that we want, all of a sudden we gain the weight. And so we feel like we got to go back into the weight loss mode again, because look what we did. We failed again, and we felt like we have to just do it all over again. And that doesn't have to be the case. We can get to a place we are comfortable in our bodies, and it's not a whole lot of effort to stay there. It's just eating your veggies, making sure you have protein, having fun foods a day. It doesn't have to be a crazy diet. You don't have to have donuts every single day to have like this cool like Hollywood lifestyle. You don't need to have that. It can be so scary at the time. I remember feeling so like fearful, and I've had so many different changes in my life. I've gone into so many different weight loss, weight gain, intuitive eating. I've done different diets. I've always done so many different variety of things. So I've always been in some sort of transition, or I've always been doing something different. I would say every year, every 6 months, something like that. I've had times when I've lost 10 pounds, when I gained 10 pounds, when I've lost 20 pounds, when I gained 30 pounds. So my body has been all over the place, and I know like my whole main goal was to find that perfect weight that I was comfortable and I liked the way I looked, but also was effortless. And yes, you can get there, and I think you can become more intuitive, and maybe you can do things like track macros and get to a place where you're more comfortable with your body, and then find out that later on, like, you can actually maintain at that. But there could be a situation too where you get too low of body fat, and then you naturally gain weight because you are trying to maintain too low of a body fat for your own body, and your body's not comfortable. Sometimes you experience things like hair loss and exhaustion. You might lose your period. Your cycles might go out of whack. You might have thyroid issues. There can be so many different reasons because your body is too low of weight. So finding that maintenance and balance is so scary because it's so hard to get there, because we've been constantly trying to do all these crazy diets and all these crazy exercises, and we're trying to copy someone else's. Like, that's one of the worst things we can do, is see this woman and she's like 5% body fat. Obviously that's way low, but something crazy like that, and then we think that we want to do that, so we're copying her diet and her exercise plan, but she gets paid to exercise 2 times a day. So what I'm trying to say, because I'm blabbing all over the place, is that maintenance can be okay. Even if you aren't comfortable in your body right now, if you are not feeling normal around food, if you're not feeling normal around your body, I think spending a lot of time in maintenance for a year and maybe 2 years is going to be helpful for you to feel comfortable in who you are and where you are right now. And I understand, like, most of the women that follow me are more focused on the leaner, they're more on the leaner side. They're probably more what I would say average size, and I'm using that with quotations, more women that are just not needing to lose the weight, so you should, or maybe needing to gain some weight, so maybe maintenance is right for you right now. And I think there's a number of ways you can find this. You can track your calories. If that's not triggering for you, you can just try to calculate it and try to track it for a little while, and then go on to intuitive eating, which is helpful just to understand what portion sizes if you don't really understand that. But getting out of the need to always be in some sort of mode is going to be like life-changing. You're going to have time to focus on other things. You're going to have time to focus on your friends, boyfriends, husband, kids, job, goals. Like, striving to be a successful, powerful woman is going to give you so much confidence in your life over having a certain body size or looking a certain way, because your body's going to always be changing. I've talked about this in the past. Your body's going to be changing when you have kids. Your body's going to be changing different times of your life. If you're focusing only on the way you look, your body's going to change. You're going to age. You're going to get wrinkles. So why not focus on things like becoming a better person? Focus on self-awareness. Focus on things outside of just the way you look. And I'm not saying not ever have some sort of health goals or strength goals, because I'm a huge advocate of weightlifting and focusing on things like that. If you're a runner, having some sort of, healthy relationship with running, where you can set mileage goals without taking it to extremes, obviously, and then just doing other things outside of that. Being happy and being maintenance, because you know what? You get to eat a lot more calories when you're in maintenance. You're not hyper focused on the scale. You're not worried about the scale going up and down, because you're going to see minor fluctuations, but you're not going to have anything crazy. And you're just going to be able to focus on so many other things in your life, which is what I think your goal is. Because I think if you write down your top priorities right now, if you do that, do it right now, write down all your priorities right now and what is important to you. And if you're getting abs is number one on there, then maybe you need to check yourself, and maybe you're going for a fitness competition. And okay, and yes, go and do that and go and do the competition. But after that, you need to reset. You need to go back and figure out what's going on with you and why you need to constantly be in that dieting mode, and try to prioritize that stuff. Look at your list and be like, all right, really, I want to be successful. I want to get a promotion at work, and I want to graduate college. I want to become the best mom I can be. I want to open my own business. I want to do whatever that is. Once you start prioritizing things outside of your body and then just changing the way you look, you're going to gain so much more confidence. And I mentioned weightlifting. If you set strength goals, that's huge. You're going to feel really strong, because you can see changes every single week. It's not like, oh wait, I need to lose so many inches off my body and I'm going to feel happy. No, like each week you can see maybe I'm increasing a little bit more. Maybe it's just one rep and you feel really good about yourself. So guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, check me out. It's Baby Steps to Balance. I will be changing my handle pretty soon. I'm going to be myself, so I'm Kimberly Platt, and I will be changing my handle name. So check it out in the description if it's changed. And thank you guys for listening. And if you are struggling with being in maintenance mode, let me know. Leave a comment, and I'd love to hear from you.